So students, our today's topic is method of determining accuracy. So accuracy can be determined by using two methods. First method is absolute method and it is also known as method of replicate analysis, and second method is comparative method. So I am first coming to absolute method. In absolute method, a measurement is repeated number of times by the same person under identical conditions and repeatability of the results is verified. क्या करते हैं हम एब्सोल्यूट मेथड में? एक मेजरमेंट को बार बार रिपीट करते हैं सिमिलर कंडीशंस में, और जो हमारे पास रिजल्ट्स आएंगे रिपीट होते जाएंगे उन्हें वेरीफाई करते हैं. Now in this, due to replicate measurements, this method improves precision, and you can see on the screen I have written, if higher is the degree of precision, greater the chances of obtaining true value. So in this way we can determine the accuracy by using absolute method. Now this method involves obtaining repeatable results to obtain highest possible accuracy. So as this method involves repeating the same analysis, so this method is also known as method of replicate analysis, as I told you earlier. So absolute method is also known as method of replicate analysis. Now an example of this is volumetric analysis. You already know that in volumetric analysis we carry out titrations, and in the process of titration we repeat the process of titration, I can say, a number of times to obtain the concordant reading. And in the calculations you use concordant volume. So concordant volume or concordant reading which comes is used as a used for calculating the results. Why? Because this is assumed, the concordant reading is assumed to be the value most close to the true value. Now I am coming to the second method. Second method is comparative method. In comparative method, a particular measurement is performed by using डिफरेंट मेथड्स इंडिपेंडेंटली. इस मेथड में हम कोई मेजरमेंट डिफरेंट मेथड्स का यूज़ करके करते हैं, एंड द रिजल्ट्स ऑब्टेन्ड बाय डिफरेंट मेथड्स आर कंपेयर्ड. फॉर एग्जांपल, if I say that I wish to determine the percentage of a metal in given sample of alloy, then the percentage of metals in a given sample can be determined either by using volumetric analysis, means by titration, or by using gravimetric analysis, as well as by using spectrophotometric analysis. Now if the results obtained by at least two methods are same, then the measurement is said to be accurate. So this is comparative method. So in comparative method, to conclude, we carry out a measurement by using different methods and compare their results. Our next heading is improving accuracy of analysis. So accuracy of a measurement can be improved by using different methods. These are: number one, calibration of the apparatus. Second is reducing personal determinate errors. Third is running blank experiment. Fourth is running control experiment. Fifth is running parallel experiments. All these three methods, third, fourth and fifth, are almost similar, but a slight difference is there among the three. and last is using independent methods of analysis. So I shall discuss them one by one. So first of all, I am coming to the calibration of the apparatus. So what is the meaning of calibration? Calibration means standardization or marking of an apparatus or glassware so that the measurements can be read in terms of some units. कैलिब्रेशन का क्या मतलब है? किसी चीज़ को स्टैंडर्डाइज करना और मार्क करना. फॉर एग्जांपल मैं कहता हूँ आपके पास ब्यूरेट है. अगर आपके पास ब्यूरेट है, मैं कहूँ उसमें मार्किंग ही नहीं है, तो आप वॉल्यूम कैसे मेज़र कर पाएंगे? आप वॉल्यूम के यूनिट्स, मतलब उसमें जो मार्किंग ही नहीं है तो यूनिट्स में आप उसे एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाएंगे. तो अगर मैं ब्यूरेट में मार्किंग्स इंट्रोड्यूस कर दूँ तो मैं वॉल्यूम को उसमें से रीड कर सकता हूँ. सो दैट प्रोसेस ऑफ marking of an apparatus, or I can say standardization, is known as calibration. Now, as our heading is ways of improving accuracy of analysis or ways of improving accuracy. So first way of improving accuracy is by calibration of the apparatus. If we use uncalibrated apparatus, then there will be errors, but if we use calibrated apparatus, then it will reduce the chances of error, or I would say if we will use calibrated apparatus or devices, then the instrumental errors will be reduced. And to be more clear, let me give you an example. For example, if we use uncalibrated weights for measuring weight of something, then there will be error in the weight. Means मैं कहता हूँ आपसे कि आपको मान लिया 1 किलो चीज़ परचेज़ करनी है मार्केट से, तो अगर आप शॉप पे जाएं तो शॉपकीपर आपको 1 किलो वे करके दे देगा वेट से, वेट के कंपैरिजन में. तो वो जो वेट होता है वो स्टैंडर्डाइज होता है, जो आपने देखा होगा शॉपकीपर्स के पास. बट अगर वो किसी 1 किलो के पत्थर से वे कर ले, मान के चलें कि 1 किलो है, तो उसमें एरर होने के चांसेस ज़्यादा होंगे. तो मैं कहूँगा आपको वेट, जो आपका जो वेट होगा सैंपल का, वो गलत आएगा. सो इफ वी यूज कैलिब्रेटेड वेट्स, देन चांसेस ऑफ एरर्स विल बी लेस एंड रिजल्ट विल बी एक्यूरेट. एंड another example is you generally use pipettes, burettes and measuring cylinders in your laboratories. So graduated pipettes, graduated here means marked. आपने अगर ध्यान से ब्यूरेट्स को देखा होगा, सॉरी ग्रेजुएटेड ब्यूरेट्स एंड ग्रेजुएटेड पिपेट्स, जो ब्यूरेट्स होती हैं उसमें मार्किंग्स लगी होती हैं वॉल्यूम की 1 2 3 4. इसी तरह से जो पिपेट्स हैं आपने उसमें भी अगर देखा होगा ध्यान से, तो एक रिंग सा बना होता है अपर मार्क. सो इट मीन्स इफ पिपेट इज ऑफ 10 ml, then it will be 10 ml up to the mark where this mark is placed, and if it is 20 ml, then it will carry the volume of 20 ml up to the mark where it is graduated or marked. So in volumetric analysis, graduated burettes, pipettes and measuring cylinders are used to improve the accuracy of the results. Here I mean to say that if you will use uncalibrated burettes, pipettes and measuring cylinders, then chances of errors will be high. And if you use graduated burettes, pipettes and measuring cylinders, then the result will be more accurate. And coming to another example, you know that pH of a solution in the laboratory is measured by using pH meter. How we measure pH? Generally we use pH strip, but to be more accurate, the pH is measured by using pH meter. So pH meter is used for measuring pH, and for measuring conductance we use conductivity meter. We use conductivity meter. Now When we use the pH meter and conductometer for carrying out measurements of pH and conductance, then we first calibrate them by using some standard, so that the chances of measurements are reduced. Is it clear? Before using or before carrying out pH measurements and conductance measurements, pH meter and conductivity meter are calibrated before using them for taking measurements. Why this is done? This is done to get more accurate results and reducing errors. Next way is reducing personal determinate errors. So, as I had told you earlier, what are determinate errors? Determinate errors are the errors which can be determined and hence can be eliminated. So, personal determinate errors can be reduced by care on the part of the observer. If you will perform an experiment carefully, then chances of personal errors would be less, and this involves, performing the experiment carefully involves checking of the instrument readings properly, maintaining record properly, and verifying calculations systematically. Third is running blank experiment. Now, what is the meaning of blank experiment? Blank means to carry out analysis in the absence of sample. So, running blank experiment helps to remove methodic errors due to the presence of impurities in the reagents employed for the analysis. And in blank analysis, I told you, in blank experiment, analysis is carried out in the absence of sample under identical conditions as employed for the sample. मतलब जो आप ब्लैंक एनालिसिस करेंगे विदाउट सैंपल, उसके लिए भी सेम कंडीशंस होनी चाहिए जो आप सैंपल के लिए रखेंगे. देन द रिजल्ट्स आफ्टर performing measurements for the blank experiment and for the sample, the results of the blank experiment are subtracted from those of the sample. For example, for determining the conductance of an electrolyte, we first measure the conductance of pure water, then the conductance of aqueous solution of electrolyte is measured under identical conditions. So, by taking the conductance of blank and that of the sample and subtracting the result of the blank experiment from the actual experiment gives the conductance of the electrolyte. And for this, generally in blank, pure water without any electrolyte act as a blank. Thus, methodic error in conductance due to conductance of water is rectified and result becomes more accurate. Next is running control experiment. Now, what is the difference between a blank experiment and control experiment? In blank experiment, we do not use sample, whereas in control experiment, we use a standard parallel to the sample. Is it clear? So, in running control experiment, analysis is carried out parallelly on a standard substance under identical conditions, and which should contain the same weight of the constant as is contained in the unknown sample. अब इसमें हमने क्या किया? इसमें हम जो ब्लैंक ना लेके, खाली ना लेके, कोई स्टैंडर्ड कोई सब्सटेंस ले लेंगे जिसे हम एज ए स्टैंडर्ड यूज़ करेंगे. सो दैट विल एक्ट एज ए कंट्रोल. नाउ द वेट ऑफ द सब्सटेंस इन द अननोन सैंपल कैन बी डिटरमिन बाय यूजिंग or I can say it can be determined mathematically by using ratio. For example, ratio of the weight of substance in the unknown sample to the weight of the substance in standard sample would be equal to the reading or result of the unknown sample to the result of the standard sample. So, weight of the substance in the unknown sample can be calculated. So, after running control experiments, next is running parallel experiments. Now, what is parallel experiment? In this, we neither use blank nor we use standard, but we simultaneously run 2-3 experiments by using different amounts of samples under identical conditions. मतलब इसमें हम एक ही सैंपल को 3-4 जगह ये एक्सपेरिमेंट्स रन करेंगे under similar conditions. Now, if the results obtained for parallel measurements do not differ much, then the results are said to be accurate, and if they differ much, then they are said to be inaccurate. But however, running parallel experiments does not always mean that the result is always correct. मतलब अगर हम पैरेलल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स रन करें और उनके बीच में डिफरेंस नहीं आ रहा है, तो इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि आपका रिजल्ट हमेशा जो है वो करेक्ट ही है. दैट मे कंटेन सम कांस्टेंट एरर. एंड लास्ट इज यूजिंग इंडिपेंडेंट मेथड्स ऑफ एनालिसिस. In this method, the accuracy of a result obtained by a method is checked by carrying out analysis using another method. In this method, what we do, suppose we are carrying out an experiment by using one method and you are having result for that. So, to be sure whether it is correct or not, we use some other method and compare the results of these two methods. Now, I can say, if results obtained by new method and the old method are same, then the measurement is said to be accurate. And an example of this is estimation of iron. For example, we are having iron 3. So, the iron 3 in a sample can be determined either gravimetrically or volumetrically. Now, how gravimetric estimation of iron 3 and volumetric estimation of iron 3 is done, I will not go deeper into that. I will just give you an idea. In gravimetry, iron 3 is precipitated as ferric hydroxide by using some alkali, and then this ferric hydroxide is converted by heating into iron 2 oxide. So, in this way we can determine iron 3 as gravimetrically, while for determining it volumetrically, iron 3 is first converted into iron 2, which is then titrated against standard solution of potassium dichromate. Now, what I did, I determined the strength or percentage of iron 3 by using gravimetric method as well as by using volumetric method. So, I am having, or I can say I will be having the results of iron measurements or strength of iron for gravimetric method as well as for the volumetric method. Now, if the results obtained by gravimetric method and volumetric method are same, then the measurement is said to be accurate, and if the results obtained by these two methods vary too much, then I would say that our results are not accurate. So, that was all about regarding different ways of improving accuracy. Thank you.